Welcome back to Christian Questions on News Talk 104.7 WXLM. Our subject this morning, do you recognize his voice? To be a part of our program, call 860-442-9956. That's 442-WXLM.
And Jonathan, we're talking about the parable that Jesus gives in John chapter 10 about the Good Shepherd and the sheepfold and all of that, and trying to put some understanding in place. And so far we've talked about the sheepfold, or the fence around where the sheep are kept. What did we say that represents?
That represents the law covenant?
Right. And boy, you said that with real authority. and it seems to, because that's what protected them. That's what made them different. And then we looked at the gate as being sort of a way out, if you will. Mm-hmm. And so what would that represent?
The gate would be the law fulfilled.
Right, the ability to fulfill the law, which incidentally was not something that anybody could do, because it required a perfect man to do it.
Mm-hmm. And Rick, we do have a call, just want to let you know.
All right, well actually, why don't we take the call right now before we take our...
All right, welcome to Christian Questions. This is Jonathan and Rick. Who are we speaking with?
Jonathan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but the call's not coming through. Anyway, maybe.
Ooh.
Why don't you... Okay, I think they'll try back.
Okay. The joy of live radio.
Yes.
All right, so Jonathan, as we go forward then, let's read John chapter 10. Let's go on to verses 2 and 3.
Okay. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. Okay,
so now enter the sheep, the shepherd, and the gatekeeper. So now we've got three more pieces to the puzzle, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's first of all talk about this the gate and the gatekeeper. Again, by the door. In those old days, there was only one doorway into the sheepfold, and it was supposed to be guarded by somebody, a gatekeeper or a porter. I think that's what it says in the King James Version.
Right.
Who would know the true shepherd and admit him, but not admit anybody else.
Good point.
Because the porter now would know that the true shepherd was the one who would be trusted to take care of the sheep, to lead them out of that protected area. Because now, once they're out of there, they're entirely vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the question here is, who might this gatekeeper be? So if the gate is the fulfillment of the law, like you'd mentioned before, and the true shepherd is Jesus, because Jesus later says that, then who or what would the gatekeeper be? All right, now, this is one of those things, Jonathan, where there's a lot of different perspectives on it. We're just going to give one, and, we're going to run with it and see what happens.
Okay. And once you do, then we have the caller back.
Okay. Well, the gatekeeper has to be familiar with the sheep, which would be the Jewish nation. I think that's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheepfold with the fence, the law, and the gate, how to fulfill the law. The gatekeeper must also recognize the true shepherd as opposed to false shepherds or thieves and bandits. So the question is, what about the prophets? Wouldn't they fit this kind of a description? And we'll get back to that, Jonathan. Let's take this call first, and then we'll come back to that talk.
Welcome to Christian Questions. This is Jonathan and Rick. Who are we speaking with?
Good morning, gentlemen. You recognize my voice. Why does the phone ring so many times? Did you notice?
Well, part of that, Julius, is because I'm on the phone, okay. And if we bring up a call and put it on live, they can't keep the volume down on the phone line.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, fine. Incidentally, I'm surprised how clear you sound, Rick.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to know that.
Yeah, I like to know how you do it, because we have a problem with, telephone conferencing,
mm-hmm.
and we cannot hear or it doesn't come in well. A great topic, reflecting again on your anniversary last week. That was a great program. Really enjoyed it. You quoted some of the things of the past, and one comes to mind about, do you recognize his voice? You quoted one of the things we said in past years, past programs, and that was, quote, do not put a period where God puts a comma,
Mm-hmm.
because God is still speaking. And, I've been meditating on that a lot lately in terms of the mission of our Lord Jesus. And in just one sentence, to capsulize it, to make it brief, he was to make the Father known, to reveal God to his people. And, the account you read in chapter 9,
Mm-hmm.
it says that God may be glorified, through this miracle. And people get the wrong impression. God does not need to boost his ego. The one that creates and gives us life, he does not need that. What the interpretation there is that he wants his creatures to know him. And that was the mission of Jesus. Now, the point you make is always excellent in terms about Jesus speaking in parables, because it was intended for only a few to understand what he was saying. And throughout the New Testament, remember the Apostle Paul says, "Behold, I show you a mystery." It's a mystery. What the call of the church is a mystery. So a person could memorize the whole Bible and understand nothing of what God is saying. And it is only revealed, it is only made, that voice is only heard and understood by a special few. And I appreciate your effort to help us understand that. God bless. Have a good day.
Thank you, Joyce. We appreciate your call.
Bye-bye.